Waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is in the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones. Don't make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. I'm radioactive, radioactive. I'm radioactive.
Rode dirt bikes my whole life, and I've always there's always that goal of, no matter how much I've accomplished yet, I always feel like I can still keep on getting better, and I believe in that, and from since I was a little kid till now, it was just the enjoyment of getting better. I wasn't a big team sport guy, kind of like that. It was just me and the dirt bike, and it was kind of that freedom maybe a little bit, and it was just a learning curve. It always is, it's like once you get to this point, you're what's next, and as well as results and goals.
Don't make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age.
I sometimes get worked up about not being able to ride for a week because of rain and this and that, but the guy will come out after not being on a bike for 2 months, and he'll, physically, suffer a little bit, but the guy will throw down these lap times pretty dang close to me, and I'm just like, damn, dude, it's I kind of start questioning myself, should he really be that close? But, the guy's one of the best I ever rode a dirt bike. At the same time, you wonder, but at the same time, it's just cool to see him out there and still got speed, and I guess when you have it, it just doesn't go away. I mean, pretty impressive.
The apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up.
When I come out to the farm here, I always wonder sometimes how many hours in gasoline that I've burned through in a little bitty carburetor. How much fuel has gone through these engines, and it's definitely not the Taj Mahal, of race shops, but we got more championships than anybody else out of that place.
Radioactive. Raise my flag, down my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. We're painted red to fit right.
I always thought that he'd be a multi-time champion. He has that work ethic, and he has that consistency, and he has that grit that a champion needs.
This is in the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. Don't make my system blow.
There's times now where it's there's pressure to do good. There's a lot more on the line than when you're a kid just going out there riding fun. But I still feel that no matter what I'm feeling when I pull up to the track, I could be a little tired, could be a little stressed, or whatever it is. I still feel like when I get on that dirt bike, it's a sense of joy, and from ruts to the track changing to the bike having to work on this, and it gets frustrating at times. But through it all, there's a lot of enjoyment and a lot of fun, and just wanting to do good.
From inside. I'm waking up. Don't make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Radioactive.
Growing up as a kid, I had a lot of success. Was junior world champion in 2004, won Loretta's, won pretty much every race you can win as a kid, and through just wrong decisions or bad guidance or whatever the case is, I didn't have so much success straight away. And there was so many people who just wrote me off. And even when I came to Europe, people just thought I would be another failing American to try to race in Europe. And it's 4.5 years later, I've won Grand Prix. I've been on the podium, I think, 10 times now, and had the most success of any American in the past sort of 10 or 12 years. It's started to turn around for me again, and I've trained so hard, worked so hard. My family, we've all given up so much for me to finally get back to that point, and I just want to make it work out so bad this time. I've unlimited motivation to make success and put down, you know, the people who doubted me. You know, I'm a pretty chill guy, and I'm not up for a fight, even though my riding style would say that I'm just a brawler, so.
You have a nice, polite, friendly guy off the bike, but as soon as he's on the bike, then he switches over. You have no limitations, you just go for it. So aggressive, and you can't really see that when you talk to him or spending time with him, because yeah, two different persons.
You know, when I came to Europe, it was sort of like a scrap for my life and for my career, so I just learned to just give it everything I have all the time.
You can't find anyone on his level who have his feet more on the ground than what he has. I do a lot of motocross schools, and then Zach is there also once in a while. When he's not riding, he's out and making start gates for the kids and playing with the kids. Yeah, he's just like one of them. He's a guy that you wish all good in life, because he's such a good guy. So I think Zach is going to go home, and he's going to be one of the top guys for many years to come.
A typical day for me would be waking up and starting up my espresso machine, getting some coffee going, maybe making a blender, smoothie, do a little exercise, do some chores around the house, and then plan on going riding somewhere in the afternoon. Paradise is a state of mind, but I believe I do live in paradise. Having the beach an eighth of a mile from my back door makes it unbelievable at times just to unwind and get my workout on, and also just kind of like reflect on what's going on around me and get recharged for the challenges ahead. Locally, we have a couple little off-road zones that I grew up riding. One happens to be like right on top of the ridge of the mountains overlooking Santa Barbara, which is one of my favorites. Still to this day, I've ridden it a million times, and each time still just as good. When you're going fast and you're pushing it, but you're in your comfort zone, but yet you're on rails and you're just smoothly and effortlessly drifting. And that, to me, when you're really moving, is the best feeling on a dirt bike. Being a desert racer, we are going really fast a lot of the time, but for me, I've been doing it for so long now, it's just like walking. It's super comfortable and feels natural. Getting up on the ridge and, you know, to my left I got lakes and to my right I got an ocean, and then straight ahead just a bitchin' dirt road. Thankful I'm there, and just keep going because life's too short.
Central Coast, I grew up here, and as far as the riding goes, it's all riverbeds and local tracks, and there's a few secret hidden ones that are really good. There's tracks that I've made 2 or 3 years prior, go back to the day now, and they're all grassed over, hit them a few times, and they're just as good as they were way back when. And after rain, there's no better place. It's so awesome. There's always something to find, you know. I grew up here, so I have a bunch of friends, and they get off school, we all load up and go meet down at the parking lot down there. And it's one of those places that I hope never gets shut down, because I'll be bummed, but I'll be over there with the dikes cutting the fence. After a rain, it's perfect. I'll be out there in the riverbed every day for 2 weeks straight. people that live down south or live up north, they always want to come here and just kind of get the feel of it. And like every time they come, they always seem to love it and always want to come back and ride more and just have a good time. I mean, there's so many unique things that you can ride. As far as Zaca Station, that's like the best track on the Central Coast. As far as the layout from Zaca, it's just a bunch of big hills and some pretty good-sized jumps, and like, I mean, you have to go there to experience it. Like, the track is just so fun. I haven't heard anybody that's gone there and be like, oh, I can't stand riding there. Some uphills, downhills, step-ups, tables, floater jumps, and the ruts are always good. And as far as I'm concerned, it's definitely one of the only like real outdoor tracks around. I love riding a dirt bike. There's nothing better than it. There's times where I can hit my lines just perfect and I'm just flowing and feeling good, and that's when everything's tight together and I'm just riding really well. It feels great to come home and just kind of get away from the whole racing scene and like the whole Southern California feel and the traffic and just all that stuff. I love coming home and going riding Zaca and going riding the riverbed and just everything. I just enjoy it so much.
I still do it, and I mean, I'm 22 years old. Driving down the road, I'll still look at the mountains and be like, oh, that'd be sweet to like step up those mountains or double those hills over there. And I mean, it's kind of like just dreaming in your head, seeing what you could come up with, and then to come out here and see all these hills and just build some huge lips on the front side and see if we can make it to the back side. It's kind of like a dream come true. It's one thing to do it on just like normal hills, like a free ride type deal, but we're doing it in a vineyard, and I'm on some of them going fifth gear tapped through the vines, and then boom, hit this lip, and I jump out of the vines, and it's a pretty awesome feeling.
the desert. Kind of grew up riding out here. You come out to an area like this in Lucerne and there's thousands and thousands of acres that are just open riding, and with desert riding and racing, you're open to kind of do what you want. I love that about this part of riding dirt bikes, just the freedom. When you're in the desert, it's so unpredictable. I mean, desert races, you're not allowed to ride the course, you're not allowed to practice. You're kind of going out there in the unknown, not knowing you know, where the trail goes or what's up next, and whether you're in first or 15th, you're kind of reading the terrain the whole time and having to kind of figure out when you can go fast and when you need to ride smart. I'm comfortable out here. I like it. I like going fast. Ivan Ramirez is, you know, he's a young kid. He's only 19 years old. He comes from Ensenada, Mexican.
I like racing in the desert because you go so fast and there are like a lot of different things. And it feels so good to be going fast, adrenaline so high, and when you go like 110 miles in the desert, it's cool.
You know, we're on a team, and I'm not the leader of the team, neither is he. We both are on the same page, and I really enjoy that, you know, he's a team player. Obviously, you're going 80, 90 miles an hour and you're 3 feet, 2 feet away from somebody else. And I would not do that unless I knew he was a good motorcycle rider and I was confident in his ability.
I can hear Kurt when he's right behind me or right next to me. It's just like you gotta be on your line and keep it your way, you know?
Yeah, you know, I forget where I picked it up in my life, but you should do one thing every day that scares you, and I think that's true. You need to kind of live your life on the edge. It makes you feel good and alive, and you know, a boring life is not worth living. I think you got to go out and have a good time and push yourself, and always go past where I thought I would or could, and that's what gives you that confidence and makes you feel alive, and I enjoy that.
About time, guys. Yeah, I know, right?
Standing on the front porch, looking left and right. The bloodhounds out to get me. I already feel the vibe. The rules of the road stay to hate those who hate. Sleeping in wet coffins, frozen mornings melt away. It's you saying no to me, just 'cause saying no to me, just 'cause saying no to me 500 times.
Well, I'm staying here right now for hopefully summertime, you know? and make the best out of the outdoor season.
If we don't kick him out.
Exactly, that's what I always say. I don't know how long he, I don't know how long he lasts with me.
No, we just have fun, hanging out, ride, and
Basically since I'm here, I haven't really touched a car because it's not, you know, track is right there. Otherwise, we're hanging out and having fun on the property. You don't need to drive anywhere, so it's perfect.
In 2005, we moved down here to Texas, and I grew up in Colorado. I'm a Colorado boy, and the altitude, and it's never very hot. So when the Nationals went back east and it was hot and humid, every weekend I just melted in the heat. So my wife is from this area near Smithville, and so we decided to call this home. And for me, it was perfect for training because it's hot and humid to get acclimated to that, but also for traveling with the races, it's really centrally located.
I mean, if you're riding a dirt bike and you wanted to go soul search or find yourself or find peace, you know, whatever you want to call it, this is the place to do it. It's just epic scenery, just bitching roads, just winding through the mountains. It's probably the most fun you could have on a dirt bike.
One for the money, two for the show, three for my nigga who got in the back door, four for the honey dips, five for my rolls, and death is my breath kept in and no flow when it's so slow. And see my life don't grow, and my raps only collect that so. It fills every word that I write, seals my fate, losing every single one of my friends today. And it's Kuwait in my mind, a continual war chiming in my head, yelling at the past ain't dead.
The roads around here are so fun. I love it because you feel the flow. You know, you set up for the corners wide, you cut the apex, and you try to use as much real estate as you can on the exit. Try to maintain momentum, and it seems like you're always fourth and fifth gear, so the speed makes you feel like Superman on a dirt bike.
No matter if your life is tattered and you can't fix what went wrong, life goes on. The pattern in your life is scattered, you're a hook in your own theme song. Life goes on, you're a fighter, but the grip is tighter, and you know that you can't stand long. Life goes on, it's gonna get brighter. Life goes on, it's gonna get brighter. Life goes on. If ever you're hungry, you should never feel lonely.
I mean, just hitting the roads wide open, flat tracking a corner at fourth gear, it doesn't get much better than that. When it hits a little rock or something, you get a little bit loose, and you feel that a little adrenaline spike for a second. I mean, that's what racing and riding is all about. That's what makes it fun. That's what brings the passion. That's why people love to ride. When you get that little adrenaline spike. you just have a blast on the dirt bike. That's what it's all about.
No one, they just don't understand who he is, where he comes from. But I know when you're playing their game, it's stuck on this here plane. You'll always be fair game. Survival, you're liable to go nuts, but still gotta hold up. I know that it's tough to leave. Life goes on, no matter if your life is tattered and you can't fix what went wrong. Life goes on, the pattern in your life is scattered. You're a hook in your own theme song. Life goes on, you're a fighter, but the grip is tighter, and you know that you can't stand long. Life goes on, oh, it's gonna get brighter. Life goes on, girl, it's gonna get brighter. Life goes on.
I mean, the lifestyle at the moment has just been bliss. I go out, get up at like 6, go out, do some roads, a couple flat tracks, maybe pop some wheelies, come back, jump straight in the pool, do a couple front flips, and then take a nap, maybe a sandwich, and then just kill time until about 5 o'clock and do it all over. It's pretty sweet.
Life goes on, you're a fighter, but the grip is tighter, and you know that you can't stand long. Life goes on, oh, it's gonna get brighter. Life goes on, oh, it's gonna get brighter. Life goes on.
Nothing like a first shot.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
We're in Spain, Girona. I spend quite a lot of time here during winters. You know, I ride here a lot. There's a lot of good tracks and a lot of off-road guys riding here. We ride at the quarries, and there's quite a lot of tracks around here, moto tracks and off-road tracks. So it's a paradise for a motorcycle rider here. You know, every sometime I like to just go out and ride something else, you know, when you ride every day and do your motos and, you know, just do your job. Like every sometime it's cool to hit something new, you know, and try to hit some stuff that it's not really good for nothing, but it's cool, you know. Being scared on a motorcycle is something that we all used to, I guess, when we hit something for the first time. And it's a bad and a cool feeling at once. But, you know, it's a part of our job, and if you're the first guy to hit something, there's always that strange feeling that goes with it. But, yeah, I'm used to it, and I kind of know how to deal with it, you know? It's just a part of the game. Enduro Cross track is my main focus, that's for sure. You know, the Enduro Cross series in US is my main focus, and we do quite a lot of Enduro Cross riding. And when we're out there at my Enduro Cross track, we do motos, and you know, we take it really serious, and we do it the right way.
I hate losing, so maybe that's why. I just want to maintain my level and get better every day. You know, I want to be a better rider every day. You know, I work hard because I want to be better. And I think the year that I'm just going to be as good as I was last year, this is the beginning of the end. So I just want to improve and want to get better, that's for sure.
Really, it's just all about having the flow, you know. It's like going out there and dialing in a jump or railing a berm, you know, like fifth gear wide open, you know. I'll go out here and build up some big berms with the dozer so I can just hit the thing, just tap. It might not be the best training, but it's, you know, it's something that keeps coming back the next day. Colorado's, you know, place I call home. I'm definitely not in the typical motocross place, you could say, which would be, you know, California or Florida or Texas. You know, not many guys really come from here. I was just lucky enough to grow up on a 700-acre farm as alfalfa. Wouldn't replace it for anything. I definitely, I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay here for good. So it's a good place. Yeah, having John Tomac as my dad is, I mean, he's obviously John Tomac, you know, the world champion mountain biker guy that knows what he's doing with his training and riding technique stuff. But he's also just my dad, too. He's just a normal dad I look up to. You know, but it seems like we definitely balance everything out pretty well. He's my practice mechanic full time. You know, he waters the track for me, he works on it, so pretty much does everything for me.
You just have to give these guys time to develop, and I've always been patient with him, and that's kind of been one of my key factors in development is just taking my time and being patient and just letting him develop at his own pace, you know. And it's gone well. I mean, his supercross riding has really gone well, and shoot, he's really right on target for where I thought he could possibly go.
RCing, I like to do that in the off time. Go out there, battle with the friends, you know, do a little bashing here and there. Break a few wheels off or something like that. But yeah, it's just good off time, and it's kind of moto related. You're out there, you know, big jumps and smashing each other, so it's cool.
I think champions are born, not built. It's how it is. I think that, you know, like I was born to do this, I think. And I truly believe that. I never went to any riding schools. I couldn't tell you how many times I've had teammates or other team, you know, members on the same track that during the week from Sunday to Saturday morning are probably some of the fastest riders in the world, you know, and drop the start gate and suddenly they, you know, they just turn into different people and go slower. And I feel like the good guys turn into different people and go faster because it's game time. There ain't no points for being heroes at the practice track during the week. You know, I've never been paid for that, so.
How many times might spin in my hand? Who would ever thought that I would have so many fans? That's what I rock, every time is my last stand. I remember growing up as a country boy. I never dreamed I'd have a gift that bring me so much joy. No, I'm a globetrotter, passport, majorly stamped. Give me 25 minutes, crowd majorly amped. Whether I go on third, second, or first, I'm not gonna stop till I take over the earth. So that's why I rock and make places my own. I've traveled the planet just to serve fakers and clones. When it comes to this mic, I'll never leave it alone. That's how
I think there's a few of us that are pushing the bikes as fast as they can go. I think that, you know, very few of us push the bikes to the limit, and very few of us are good enough to know the limits and also take the bike in a direction where it can be ridden to its limit. I think that's probably the other thing, you know, is that few of us can actually set up a motorcycle that can be ridden that hard and consistently week in and week out.
The way the mic gets laced with impeccable taste. I'm known for stealing the show and leaving without a trace. And after that, it's back to the bus of the plane to puff a few L's with tuna, play the video game. Next state, next place, next mic, next flight. No matter how tired, the show must be tight. So I'll rock for any crowd, whether you're black or you're white. This shit is easy to me, like riding a bike or flying a kite. Most deadliest on the mic. I'm like the king cobra with a poisonous strike.
Living in Florida, I love it. I think, you know, the weather, I mean, it's brutal at times, but like I love it. You know, like it makes life on the weekends much easier than what it does when you're in California. And I mean, it's nasty. It rains pretty much every day, and it's humid. You walk outside and you get slapped in the face, you know, with a big old humidity, dude. The property that you see in the shop, I mean, everything's just, it's like what you dream of as a kid, and you know, you work your ass off and make some money, and I put it back into here. It's your escape. Everyone looks at athletes as these superhuman people, but you know, in reality, we're human first, athletes second, always. And for me, it's my escape to life. You know, you get on a dirt bike and we're not wired, we're not anything, you know, so there's no one in my head. I can go out there and just ride a dirt bike and just love it.
I got a joke. I saw it on a comedy thing the other day. It was so funny. You know, he's in front of a crowd, you know. He's like, I think Pringles intended to make tennis balls, but on the day when the rubber was supposed to show up, a sack of potatoes showed up.
I got jokes that I really can't say on camera. But sorry.
Got any jokes? I got no jokes. I'm not a jokester, and I don't even remember them. Like, I get told cool jokes, and I don't even remember them. It kind of.
Was yours like my color?
No.
It looks really dirty.
Oh, that's what supposed to be.
I like your part though, the leather part. Like if it would be a different color, it would be nicer.
kind of weird to time because he hits the turn and then he gets it started. Damn it! Oh, get out of here!
I guess it's nice to be with my friends. Things are going pretty okay.
Turtles, I like quads.